I call this meeting of the Hopkins Public School Board to order at 7:00 p.m. on Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. I would look for a motion to approve our agenda.
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The chair votes aye, and the agenda is approved. And Sarah Chauvin has joined us virtually, and I would like to also let people know that Vice Chair Ross is joining the meeting virtually due to recent changes at the legislature. Vice Chair Ross is able to join us virtually without disclosing publicly location and having it be open to the public. So thank you for being here, Vice Chair Ross. And we just need to make sure that you can hear us and we can hear you. Are you able to do a testing of your microphone? I don't think we can hear him. So are you able to give us a thumbs up if you can hear us? Awesome. Okay, great. If it's okay with you, there you are. Hi. If it's okay with you, we'll continue on with an approval of the consent calendar, and we can take your votes visually if that's possible, if we can't figure out the sound. So I would look for a motion to approve the consent calendar.
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The chair votes aye, and the consent calendar, which includes the regular meeting minutes from last meeting, are approved. And that takes us to our new business. The first order of business is the Hopkins Census Resolution. Just for some quick background, this is largely why we are having our meeting this evening. We have gotten an increase from in population from the 2020 census figure of 68,594 to the current census figure of 69,344 as determined by the state demographer. We did not get this new figure in time to approve it at our last meeting, so we are doing so tonight. The resolution is to certify the population estimate for the 2025 payable 2026 levy of Independent School District 270. So I would look for a motion to approve the following resolution. It is hereby resolved that the School Board of Independent School District 270, Hopkins, Minnesota, approves the census figure of 69,344 to be certified to the state demographer for approval of use in the 2025 payable 2026 revenue calculations. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Chair Andreessen,
Yes.
could we take one moment to talk about the impact of this? So it says this is to be used in the 2025 payable 2026 revenue calculations. Do we know what kind of impact this increase in our census figure will have on our district?
I believe that there is a calculator that the figures can be put into. And I think, Dr. Mary Perry-Reed, you did that calculator?
Yes, I'm just looking for the information. And actually, Ms. Chauvin might have it memorized. I'm not
She's
sure.
waving.
She does, she's nodding.
Oh, good.
That's somebody who knows.
It looks like, so Sarah, is it correct that this would result in an increase of $4,933.95 to the Community Education Fund, and in particular, $2,478.63 for youth service, adults with disabilities, and after school? Is that correct, Sarah? Okay, perfect.
She is nodding, yes.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, Sarah. And thank you for calculating those costs or those additional revenue increases for us.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Chair Andreessen,
Aye.
Treasurer Hartland,
Aye.
Director Roper,
Aye.
Vice Chair Ross, if you could maybe give us a visual signal. We got the thumbs up. Okay. Clerk Thompson is an aye. Director Westmoreland,
Aye.
Director Zhao.
Aye.
Have all voting aye, Chair.
Thank you, clerk. That takes us to our next resolution. You will have a busy night tonight. And it is resolution for filing dates for election to the school board. That is the report is for the board to approve the resolution establishing dates for filing affidavits of candidacy. And for those in our community who are interested, filing starts on July 29th. That is done with the clerk of the school board in the administration offices, and filing closes August 12th. August 13th, 2025. So that's what's being established with this resolution. So I would look for a motion to, for the following resolution pursuant to due call and notice thereof. A regular meeting of the School Board of Independent School District Number 270, Hopkins Public Schools, State of Minnesota, was held in the school district on June 24th, 2025, at 7:00 p.m. for the purpose, in part, of establishing dates for filing affidavits of candidacy for the 2025 school district general election.
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Chair Andreessen.
Yes.
Sorry for more discussion. But on the supporting document for the resolution that we're currently calling, the the above portion does say she'll begin on July 29th and she'll close on August 13th. But below the page break, it says notice of filing dates, and it says the filing period shall begin on July 29th and shall close at 5:00 p.m. on August 12th, 2025.
So which date do we know is accurate?
Let's double check.
It could be either one is a Tuesday and one is a Wednesday. It has to be a certain number of days that it's open. Are we all counting?
Do we need to look at the statute?
It says it in one of the,
You could just defer to the longer period.
well, I think it has to be so many, it's also prior to the election.
Do we need? Trying to look at the Secretary of State's.
General election.
Secretary of State says until the 12th. I thought.
7 a.m.
For Fowling. Oh, excuse me, for Fowling.
Yeah.
I think that's what we got from Peter. Yeah, so I would, probably the prior one is a leftover from last year, because I think the 13th was last year. So are we okay, Natalia, with making that change?
I did text him, he said he would.
Jake.
For school districts where primary is not held, filing period July 29, 2025, August 12, 2025 at 5 p.m.
August 12th?
Yep.
Yes, I could reach out to Peter and ask him to make that edit.
Okay.
Jason, is that from the Secretary of State's website? Amazing. Thank you.
He's good.
Okay,
Clerk Thompson.
Peter is, so to explain for our community, Peter Martin is an attorney at law at Kennedy and Graven, chartered, and he has responded saying August 12 is the last day. I see that the resolution has August 13, which is not correct. However, the associated notice of filing dates has the correct date of August 12.
Right, so are we able to make that change this evening?
Natalia, can we make that change this evening?
I don't have editing access to the document.
I mean, can I just scratch it out on this
Yeah.
An initial.
Can clerk?
and change
yeah,
it to the 12th?
Go for it.
All right.
Use your powers of clerkdom.
Stand back, Brooke. Stand back.
Time for some whiteout.
This is the time for the clerk to shine, so. Okay. Thank you, Treasurer Hartland. Any further discussion? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
All right. Chair Andreessen,
Aye.
Treasurer Hartland,
Aye.
Director Roper,
Aye.
Vice Chair Ross. Got it. Clerk Thompson, aye. Director Westmoreland,
Aye.
Director Zhao.
Aye.
All right, that's all ayes.
Thank you. The resolution for filing dates for election to the school board has been approved. And that takes us to the resolution relating to the election of school board members and calling the school district general election. The purpose is to have the board approve the resolution relating to the election of school board members and calling the school district general election. The following resolution states, pursuant to due call and notice thereof, a regular meeting of the School Board of Independent School District Number 270, Hopkins Public Schools, State of Minnesota, was held in the school district on June 24th, 2025 at 7:00 p.m. for the purpose in part of establishing dates for filing affidavits of candidacy. That is not the correct resolution. Let me go back to that. So the resolution is pursuant to due call and notice thereof, a regular meeting of the School Board of Independent School District Number 270, Hopkins Public Schools, State of Minnesota, was held in the school district on June 24th, 2025 at 7:00 p.m. And it is resolved that the School Board of Independent School District shall hold a general election for the purpose of electing 3 school board members for terms of 4 years each, and that it will be held on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, between the hours of 7:00 a.m. and 8:00 p.m. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, oh, wait, sorry. Clerk, call the roll.
Chair Andreessen,
Aye.
Treasurer Hartland,
Aye.
Director Roper,
Aye.
Vice Chair Ross. Got the motion. Clerk Thompson, aye. Director Westmoreland,
Aye.
Director Zhao.
Aye.
Those are all in favor.
Great. Thank you all. The resolution has been approved, and we will be having an election this fall. Thank you all for being here and for doing that work. We are now done with our action items, and we have one more remaining item on our agenda, which is the summary of the superintendent year-end review, which we all took part in at the last meeting. It is our practice to provide a summary at the following meeting. Since this one was called, I prepared that summary and wanted to go ahead and kind of read that into the record, and then if any board members wanted to share specifics or thoughts that they had pertaining to the conversation that we had, please do so. So we provided a board feedback survey was provided to everyone on the board, giving them an opportunity to provide feedback with a range from poor to highly effective, and then also to comment on each section. One of the things that I appreciated about that survey was that it was about the superintendent's leadership during times of challenge and friction and tension in communities, which I think is very appropriate to the times that we find ourselves in. So the feedback that was gathered through that survey, which is anonymous, was 86% of directors believe that the superintendent is highly effective and effective in responsiveness to the community during times of tension. 14% rated the superintendent at good. I will just quickly share a quote that I pulled out. The superintendent clearly listens, is responsive, and cares about community concerns. Doing things like Soup with the Soup demonstrates she's out there interacting with the community and listening. The one thing I would say for improvement is to be genuinely open to different ideas rather than appear at times reflexively defensive. The second is on board communication and transparency. 100% rated the superintendent at effective and very effective in this category. The third was strategic clarity in times of uncertainty. 86% rated her at highly effective and effective, and 14% at good. The fourth category was leadership poise and presence, 100% at highly effective and effective. The fifth category was trust and confidence, and 86% rated the superintendent highly effective and effective, and 14% at good in this category. There are two other quotes that I pulled up. One stated that we are fortunate to have one of the top superintendents in the state serving us in Hopkins. The question we should be asking is how can our community and board better support Dr. Mary Peary Reed as all public schools in Minnesota navigate these challenging times. The second quote is, I have full confidence in Dr. MR's ability to lead Hopkins through challenging times with authenticity, strategic focus, and a deep commitment to advancing Vision 2031. Her leadership continues to reflect both courage and care, and she navigates complexity with intention and transparency. To build on this strength, I encourage the district to further integrate intergenerational perspectives, especially from students, elders, and families, to ground our practices in lived wisdom and cultural insight. And then we talked about the superintendent's goals. She has goals every year. We got an update on those at the mid-year review, and there has been progress from that to a 90% on track for the goals. The first category is in teaching and learning, and the three goals under that category are a literacy goal, a math goal, and a talent development goal, and those have all are on track for being realized. I don't know if people are interested in me reading those, but I'll post this document, so if community members are interested in what those goals are specifically, they can look. The second category is school and district culture, and the three goals in there are school safety, school-wide goal setting and attainment, and employee engagement and retention goal. Those are also on track. And the third category is operations. Underneath that are transportation audit goal, bond referendum goal, and a budget goal. Those are all three on track. And there are 10% of the superintendent's goals need attention. That one is under operations, and that is the Oracle ERP implementation goal. And that was discussed in the meeting that is a really big undertaking, and that the district will be working on it over the summer and looking at ways for increased efficiency, accuracy, and user adoption across the district. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add to that summary?
Oh, well summarized, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I will say the same. Well summarized, and I'm just looking forward to the work together next year.
Thanks. All right, so with that, I'm sorry, Vice Chair Ross, did you have anything you wanted to add? Okay, thanks. So with that, I would offer, if anyone wants to do a board report at the end of the meeting, you are welcome to do so. If not, we can go ahead and adjourn. Our business here is done.
I would like to just say that it has been an incredible year working with all of you and our students and just navigating the challenges together. And, just working on behalf of our students and, navigating all of the complexities that come with, public education. It has been an incredible run for us, but I do and would love to honor in this moment our Senate who was recently murdered in her home. I think it's very appropriate that we do have a moment of silence for those who were recently killed. So, I can do one, but I don't know if the whole board would do one. But I think Melissa Hartman's family, they definitely deserve to get the recognition they deserve. So,
I agree. Thank you, Brooke.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, and Senator Hoffman as well. Excuse me. So,
hopefully a full and robust recovery for both of them.
And I would just like to say that we condone that we definitely do not condone any violence or political violence at all. It's not that serious. And we're all just here to do the best that we can for our communities, for our state, and we do not deserve to be, hurt because of the work that we're trying to do on behalf of the public. So I'm just publicly denouncing any violence against any elected official, government official, state official, kids. We just had an 11-year-old who was murdered yesterday in North Minneapolis. It just all needs to stop. And so I just want to use my platform to just say that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Roper.
And I know the LIC also did a statement. So I appreciate you elevating that. Thank you. Would you like to start the moment of silence now?
Oh, yes, sorry. We can start the moment of silence. Thank you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And I did just want to mention that MSBA, and thank you, Dr. Mary Perry Reed, for forwarding this, sent an email to us about the resources that they are going to have available for school board candidates. So I just want to make sure that our community knows that there are materials to help people who are interested in running. We also do presentations as a school board that help candidates, and we answer questions. But MSBA is really good at helping out, and their website has a resources page. So I just wanted to call that out for our community, and it is Minnesota School Board Association. I know we like to talk in our little acronyms, but if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to the district because we will have those resources available. And with that, I would look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a double second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The chair votes aye, and we are adjourned at 7:28 p.m.